I wanted to share something that I thought was pretty cool. I'm working on this website, a personal thing, and I've been having to create these kind of swatches. And there's a bunch of them. So if you look here, and this is kind of the thing that they're modeled off of. And so I found myself, tweaking the actual swatch over and over again, and it got pretty repetitive having to fix swatches and redo them. So I figured there's got to be a cool way to automate this. And so I started looking into the Photoshop scripting and came up with a script to automate this all. So if you look at the website, there's JSON that is powering all this data and all these different colors. And so I figured, hey, I can use that JSON file for this Photoshop script. So essentially what you start is you start with a Photoshop file. So I have this file that represents a swatch, and I have a layer group swatch, and then in there I have a folder called metallic, and then I have a layer called base. Now I know this is all the other stuff is pretty sloppy. I haven't had a chance to clean them up and label them, all that. The most important thing is the name of the layer group swatch, the name of the layer group metallic, which is embedded in swatch, and then the base layer, which is also embedded in swatch. And so what the script will do, and I'm going to kind of run this and automate this. You see this is my script folder. It's empty. So if I come here and go to scripts, browse, I'm going to run my script. It's called create_swatches.jsx JavaScript. And then it's going to run. So right now it's actually executing. You can see in my folder, it's going through and it's naming everything properly based on the JSON. It's changing the hex color based on the JSON, and it actually toggles the metallic layer based on a boolean in the JSON. And so here's it just finished, and so now I have all these different swatches, and I can do it quickly. So anytime I make a change to this file, say I want to change a highlight or a shadow, I just rerun my script, and now I have all my new swatches. It's actually really cool and saves a lot of time. And I'll just kind of show you what that script looks like. So I'll put this at a Tom. Sure. And so it's basic JSON. The only thing that's really complicated in here is the method that turns on the color overlay. And the documentation is okay, but it's pretty complicated. And so essentially what it does is it loads the JSON, puts the JSON in a variable, and then I have this init function, essentially which gets called right away, and it iterates through all my JSON objects, and first thing it does is changes the base color, and it toggles that metallic layer that I was telling you about, and it saves it. And then I actually have saved kind of set up for either compression or non-compression, so JPEG versus transparent PNG, because I was experimenting around with different file types for the website. And then down here is that change base color. And so I found this, luckily I found this code online somewhere. I don't think it was Stack Overflow. It was one of the Photoshop forums that changes a layer style for cover overlay. And I didn't really take the time to understand what every single one of these meant. I was able to get it to achieve what I wanted to without having to change too much. But it would probably be beneficial to look at the documentation and see what all of this does. But yeah, that's the script in the nutshell. And then here's the JSON file that I was telling you about. It's basically the title, the hex color is a metallic. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want the script, I can send it to you. I don't really care. Leave me a comment. Thank you.